too much away. That's much better. I gotta go to show what below sleep will do, so I'm 172 flat. Yesterday it was 174.5, and so even with food consumption, no cardio, just steps, getting more sleep, lost 2.5 pounds. And that's ideal. Your hand being time. I'm telling you, this is literally like Groundhog Day. It's just straight consistency. How many days straight can you do the same shit with the same amount of effort? Let me get dressed in a bit. Oh, it's 5:48. My phone will go for another 10, 15 minutes, so I'll log into my work email and see what my day looks like today. I think it's super light meeting-wise. Double booked at 10, 10:30, 1, and a 3:30. If you put a meeting on the calendar after 3, so 3, 3:30, 4, or 4:30, you're the devil. More like close to it. Now if you put a meeting on Friday after like 2, you're 100% the devil. Nobody wants to meet at that time. No one. Except for you. Shit, half people trying to kick rocks. So it should be an easy day. Sometimes it's like babysitting adults. Alright. Just kind of getting started in Thursday's walk. I am going to go a little bit further than I did the last 2 days. Get a little bit more steps in the morning, because I don't want to do any when Jaylene goes to sleep tonight. I want to be able to just do some nightly routine stuff, get into bed, get a couple extra hours of sleep, because it is really important, especially during a fat loss. I mean, regardless, but you can see the immediate effects of lack of sleep during fat loss phases. Like I said this morning, it's 174.5 yesterday. I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep. Definitely bloated as well. Got much better sleep last night. No bloat. And I was 172, which is exactly where I would have expected me to be yesterday, based on step count and reduction in food. So it's nice to know that getting back to where I should be after this diet break that we had. So when it's now at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll text Coach and let him know where I landed, so we can continue to execute this plan. You know, so my wife's been on a fat loss journey. I mean, she's really kicked it into overdrive the last 9-10 months, coming up in a year. I think so far she's down like, from 9-10 months ago, like 70 pounds. She's like 4 to 6 pounds, should I say, off her goal weight. She's phenomenal. She gets up at 4:15 Monday through Friday, gets her workout in while I'm still asleep, while Jaylene's still asleep. She gets home and we just switch off I leave the house, she's in the house. And all of her weight loss has caused a lot of moms, people she knows, to reach out to her and ask, like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing specifically? You know, and she's like, essentially, simple. Calories in versus calories out. Eating good, high protein foods, not cheating, staying consistent on her diet. She's doing really, really well. It's super motivating to watch. Makes our journeys together easier because I'm not competing in the sense of, oh, I want Chili's or Chick-fil-A or Panda Express, and she's like, well, no, I gotta stay on track. It's both of us. No, let's stay on track. But I bring that up because she gets asked a lot, and her answers aren't complex on what she's doing. And in a fat loss phase, or, you know, trying to get healthier, it's not that hard. I shouldn't say that. It doesn't have to be complex. I mean, everyone's goals are different. But say you just want to be a little bit healthier, or you want to drastically change your life. Change is scary to a lot of people. And some personalities just can't handle a shitload of change at one single time. So, make minute changes. Right, if you find yourself eating out 3 meals a day, eat out 2 and make 1 meal. Prep it somehow, right? Do that for a week, 2 weeks. And when you're comfortable with that 2-to-1 ratio, 2 meals out of the house, 1 meal in, switch it up. Do 1 meal out of the house, 2 meals in. Do that for another week, week and a half. In 3-4 weeks, it may seem like a lot. It's really not, in the grand scheme of things. You'll be eating all 3 meals at the house. If snacking is your issue, stop buying snacks. And if you're a parent, stop buying snacks and blaming the fact that you buy them on your children. If you don't think you should eat them, there's a good chance your kids shouldn't eat them either. So stop blaming the food that you eat is because you buy it for your kid. Kids, if you don't have it, should have it. Your kids shouldn't have it. My daughter does not really snack. If she does, I'll be honest, she has Welch's fruit snacks, Chewy bars, but mostly she eats apples and cantaloupe for snacks, or sugar-free popsicles that are next to nothing in them. If she's hungry, she sits down and she has a meal. Another easy thing is just to go out and walk. It doesn't have to be far, it doesn't have to be fast. Again, fat loss isn't complex. It's calorie expenditure versus calorie intake. So if you're eating more than what you're taking, what you're burning, and you could be eating healthy foods, but if you're eating more than what your expenditure is, you're not going to lose weight. And some of that's because you have a broken metabolism. You need to revamp it and get it back to where it's supposed to be. So there may be a period where you're eating more than you might be expending. But really, pick a step goal count. If you work at a desk all day, do 10,000 steps a day. You could do 1.5 miles in the morning, go do 1 mile at lunch. 1 mile should take you, at a slow pace, 20 minutes. And then do 1 mile before you go to sleep. You know, when your day's over. before you know you're at 10,000 steps. Do that consistently. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complex. Really, the goal is just to start. And that is morning walk sessions with Patrick. I'm not sure how this looks on camera. It may not look as daunting as it is. This is the hill I use, or the path I use to get back to the house. And it sucks. The tail end of any walk. It just sucks. I just finished my walk. Watch says I did 5.24, 10,430 steps. Should put me in a great spot for the rest of the day. So it's lunchtime. Chicken, rice, lettuce. Put the rice in the frying pan with the chicken, and as you can see, it's all crispy. Yeah. And then I got my apples, but this time I decided to put some cinnamon on it with a half a packet of Splenda. And that's gonna be delicious. Gotta go run 2 errands real quick. Gotta go to the pharmacy. And I gotta go to Ace Hardware, pick up some pellets so I can smoke this next batch of chicken. Secured the goods. I'm gonna show you how to prep some chicken. So I just buy the big packet at Walmart. It normally has fat and rib meat on it, but I will kind of just manage that myself. Take off as much fat as I can. I'm not a big fan of the rib meat, so I'll cut that off, and then any little tendons I see. So I'll process this and we'll get to the next step. All right, the next thing I do is I tenderize it mainly to just flatten out. Chicken breast always have a thicker part of it, so if you flatten it all out, it will cook a lot more even. And so when the smaller pieces are done, normally the top pieces that you flatten out are done. So I'll beat my meat. As you can see, those are way more consistent in thickness now. Now I did grab a new seasoning, so I'm gonna try that on a couple pieces. But I just douse it. I only season one side because I'm not gonna flip this at all. But I will try to grab a little bit of extra and just rub it on the bottom of the chicken. All right, so I'm gonna toss those on the grill. Grill set to 225, and I'm gonna just let them smoke probably about 90 or so minutes. Ooh, look at that smoke. All right, been about 50 minutes, so let's check. Still looks like it needs some time, but let's see how much. 132, 130 as well. I like to pull them off at 155, so we'll leave it in for another 25 minutes. So chicken just finished. This one I'm pretty excited. It's like jalapeno garlic. Pull them off at 155 so they stay nice and moist when you reheat. Let them cool down before I store them away. That should last another couple of days. I forgot, I started eating. It's not a training day, so I gain a fair amount of carbs. because I don't have my intra-carbs, which is 30 grams, and I don't have my one single Pop-Tart, which is like 38 grams of carbs. So I get to redistribute that throughout my 5 meals, so I always feel like I get a lot more food. Today, for this meal, I did chicken, shrimp, and some lettuce on those same tortillas that I've been eating that are delicious. So I'm gonna part this out to 3, eat the rest with a spoon, chug some water, and enjoy the extra amount of carbs. All right, last meal today, wrapping it up. Finished with 14,600-ish steps. Turkey rice. I did my protein pudding again, but I did banana nut bread this time. Haven't done that yet, so try that and taste it. But I should be able to get to bed at a good time. Get some much needed rest that I need. And like I said this morning, kickstart it and do the same thing tomorrow. So I'll see you guys in a few hours.